Biden wants to hand Trump a ticking time bomb so they could try and blame him for everything. Look at this shit, man.
Successfully hitting 17 targets. These included...
I don't blame him. I would do the same shit if I was Ukraine.
And supporting systems.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I got my turkey in the oven, but
I ain't jack shit for all I did.
Unfortunately for the...
Me and my lady, all we did was drink non-alcoholic beverages for fucking that.
Neither can I, and I do.
We didn't even need a turkey.
Updates here for you all.
I guarantee you that immigrants ate a turkey.
Turn left, then turn right onto the ramp.
Was mainly targeting their power grid, and right now, as we speak, there are over 1 million Ukrainian homes without power. Now, this attack reportedly had over 90 missiles and 100 drones launched at Ukraine, but that's not even really what I'm here to talk about today. What I'm here to talk about is the fact that Russia has officially acknowledged that this is a full-scale war now between Russia, the U.S., and...
It is!
Turn right onto the ramp.
It's not like Russia is declaring war on us. Basically, from what they're saying, we have kind of declared war on them by crossing all of these...
And giving them fucking weapons
now,
and
in
shit.
one of my past videos, people were asking me, what are red lines? Well, basically lines that you don't cross in a conflict.
Right.
For example, Russia might say, hey, don't launch these missiles at us, or that would be our red line to launching this type of missile.
Which we did. Long-range missiles we gave Ukraine.
Red lines are lines that, you don't want to be crossed.
In 1.5 miles, take the interchange on the right.
Respond. And in this case,
no choice.
What's going on in Ukraine, Russia had several red lines where it said, hey, if you do this or you do that, we're no longer going to consider ourselves just at war with Ukraine.
I don't blame
We're going to consider ourselves at war with the U.S. or the U.K. or France or NATO.
I would do the same thing if I was Poland. I can't be mad at
them. These type of weapons or this type of
I don't blame them.
or what have you. And basically every red line that Russia has put out there for the past few years has been crossed. And when NATO and the U.S. would cross one red line, Russia would show restraint, and they would create another red line. But
and they just keep trying to push it and push it.
Eventually, you're backed into a position where
they're going to have to respond.
And that's the position that Russia feels like it's in.
And I don't blame them. I would feel the same way.
So they're laying out a strategy about how they're going to respond. They're claiming that they're going to strike the capital of Ukraine.
They should.
They take out some of the government buildings and things like that.
In a half mile, take the interchange on the right.
Which I wouldn't even blame them if they did that, though.
Every minute in this conflict feels like a week. Okay? That's how much stuff is happening. That's how close we are onto the brink.
Take the interchange on the right.
And utter devastation of the entire world with a nuclear conflict. But I want to dive into some of this information really quickly because you see...
In a half mile, turn right onto the ramp.
Ukrainian strike on Russian territory with Western weapons will be met with a response. It's not going to go unnoticed. It will change the rules of engagement. It's proof that NATO and Washington and other parts
turn right onto the ramp.
Are not just participating in a war, but a war in every sense of the world, every sense of the word against our country. Negotiations are now a long way off. Events like this could push those negotiations even further. Any strikes on Russia are unequivocally unacceptable.
I agree.
What happened was a crossing of all red lines. Now, this comes as the ex-chief of MI6 admitted Britain must face up to the fact that the criminals it is fighting secret intelligence service from 1999 to 2004 says that British or Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk has referred to this as a pre-war situation, but I think he's wrong.
In 2 miles, take the exit on the right.
So here we have the ex-chief.
Well, motherfucker's gonna get us all killed, not Putin, Biden.
Как я уже сказал, в ответ на удары западным агрессором по территории Брянской и Курской областей ракетными атаками с республики Донецк. Аналогом люди
Sorry, you can't see it. I gotta kind of pay
и
attention to where I'm going.
подобные угрозы становятся низкими. Повторю еще раз. Законы законники
Take the exit on the right. Then, keep right at the fork.
The missile hits objectives even higher.
Keep right at the fork.
Located
Then, continue straight.
into our country, according to military experts.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
Defend our industries, supplies, or decimation centers in Kyiv. They're gonna decimate it, which they should. Honestly, in my opinion, with how much money we've fucking given Ukraine, we should say, you know what, Russia, we're gonna cut a deal with you. You can have all of that part that borders the fucking lake, but America's gonna take the other half and
Turn right.
no more Ukraine. That's the solution. We've given these fucker billions of dollars of our fucking money, man. Fuck that. Why the fuck are we... They owe us their country with how much money we gave them. Can't pay us back. Let's continue.
России по Санкт-Петербургу и Москве и попытки проводить. Сирия производства
Oh, I think we're right. Hang on.
So here we are on Thanksgiving of all days, and now today, of course it had to be today, Russia's government, Putin and the chairman of Russia's Security Council straight up say this is a full war now between Russia and NATO.
Yeah, I
So
don't
you know,
blame
I
them.
keep telling people, hey, we're in the middle of World War III, and a lot of people still don't want to accept it
Right, but we
because
are.
they're looking for some sort of announcement.
He's right.
I feel like people are waiting for
Fuck. Well, my ass warm. Fucking freeze up on me, man.
Joe Biden literally to crawl from under a rock and tell the world that we're at world war right now, but that's not
Because
how
of
this is going
him?
to work. But if you're looking for some sort of announcement, is this not it? What more, information do you need to gather before you realize that it's on and popping? Okay? The war has begun. It doesn't
I
look how you
agree.
think it's going to look yet. Maybe it will look that way in the future. Hopefully not. But the war is on, ladies and gentlemen. And I can say that until I'm blue in the face. A lot of people aren't going to get it
Ditto.
until it hits too close to home. But the reality of your loved ones being sent off to this conflict,
It's pointless.
it's getting very, very close. And probably then and only then will people realize,
Yeah, I need to
the
drink
severity of this situation, because right now not enough people are taking this seriously. But as I've stated over and over again, over in Europe and over in that portion of the world, they're taking this very seriously. And now the missile defense systems.
Oh, wow. So they just want to keep escalating
Because,
it.
like I told you all,
I guess we're not giving them the
we maybe
Ukraine.
heard it from other sources as well.
We're
Russia
gonna have to
has
deal with
straight up
that.
stated it,
Listen,
and NATO has stated that they're worried about this as well. It looks like Poland would be the first strike. If Russia strikes outside of Ukraine, it looks like these missile bases in Poland are probably going to be the first strike. So now Germany's like, all right, well, we're going to go ahead and start getting Poland ready. We're going to, beef up the security and the air defense systems in Poland. Let's go ahead and dive just into a tidbit of this information. Germany has offered to send Patriot air defense systems to Poland starting in January. This move comes as Russia has been testing missiles dangerously close to Poland's borders. Defense Minister Pistorius emphasized the mission's importance for
There you go,
safeguarding
test those
NATO
missiles on
airspace
Ukraine,
and
Russia.
securing weapons and vehicle
Poland,
shipments
please
for
don't kill
Ukraine.
me.
The deployment of these Patriot defense systems could last up to 6 months or even longer. So the fact that that 6 months is what really concerns me. Because Germany's like, all right, we could send you this, for a few months here. That makes me think, and the fact that they're sending them in January, it makes me think that they kind of know a timeline about when this conflict could start. Because you have to understand, all it takes is for Ukraine to make a couple of moves using some of these weapons that we've provided them. And then NATO knows, like,
Yep.
okay, if we do this or we do that, then Russia's going to respond in this way or that way. These people know a lot more about what's going on than we do, obviously. And as I told you all, we don't have certain official announcements and things like that. You gotta watch and pay attention
We'll be right
to
back.
how these countries into bomb shelters. So it looks kind of like what World War II looks like when they were, planning on air raids probably happening in their cities. So, there's a lot of moves being made right now, and this is the latest move, sending these air defense systems to Poland. So I would say that they